Before I introduce our speakers, just a minute about who we are and what we do. The very mission of our system and our institution is to provide and work for the workforce needs, address the workforce needs of our community. I can think of no greater example than what we're going to dedicate today in doing that, and we're very honored to do it. This project, no project just happens overnight, much to the chagrin of our president, who wants things to happen overnight, but they take time. But more than time and effort and partnerships, and certainly partnerships, they take a leader. Someone has to be the catalyst and the impetus to make things happen, and we're very fortunate at Jefferson State that that's our president, Keith Brown. Please join me in welcoming Keith to make remarks.
Thank you, Gwen. Thank you all for being here this morning. Again, the mission of Jefferson State is to meet the workforce needs of our community. And Gwen and I have recently been on a tour raising campaign funding that will help support this program. We've met with probably 60 businesses in the last year. When we mentioned CDL, Dave Wood, that's the response that we got. You have to start this program. This idea came about probably 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago, but it took us a couple of years to put the pieces together. And again, you mentioned leadership, but let me speak to some of the team at Jefferson State because it took persistence and dedication from them. I saw Leah Bigby here, who serves as our Director of Workforce Education. Leah. And he's walking there. Alex Blevins is a godsend. He's our training coordinator for this program. Alex, we couldn't have done this without you. Thank you so much. And again, throughout our meetings with local business and industry, resoundingly, we heard support for this program and looking forward to building future relationships. I would like to recognize a few of our key partners that we couldn't have done this without. Certainly the city of Clanton. And I don't know if the mayor is speaking. Is he? Mayor, are you here? Thank you. Thank you to the city of Clanton. In 2007, Clanton saw the benefit of having a community college in their neighborhood, in their community, and they invited us here. We were able to open this site in 2008. We couldn't have done it without the support of the city. Certainly the Alabama Community College System, who provided us with workforce grants to include some of the construction money for this track. This is an expensive program, as you might imagine. The Appalachian Regional Commission, who gave us a grant to begin this, and the first 48 participants in this program will participate at no cost thanks to that grant. Certainly there are several others, and if you'll forgive me for one moment, I'm going to change glasses here so I can read, make sure I don't want to omit anyone. He's going to speak in just a moment, but Chris Strickland has been a huge supporter from Dunn University. Chris, thank you. I want to share something. We were in this campus over here in 2014, meeting with Chris and others in the industry, and we listened to what industry had to say about programs. We started a heavy equipment operation program on this campus because Chris said, we need this, will you help us? And then they helped us develop the curriculum. And all along the way since then, Chris, you've been a partner. I truly appreciate that. We were remiss if I didn't recognize Latham Associates Architect, who together with LBYD Engineering constructed this track, and it's a wonderful, wonderful facility. Central 6 Regional Workforce Council actually provided a grant for the simulator, so we'll be able to shape additional curriculum with this training thanks to that effort. And we were here just a few years ago announcing a grant from the IDB of Chilton County for the simulator that's behind us for the heavy equipment operation as well. So again, tremendous, tremendous partnerships. Alabama Power Zeke Smith, who together with Ann Flory chaired our campaign that helped us begin some seed money for this program. So thanks to Zeke Smith and Ann Flory. And we couldn't have started this without a partnership with a sister institution, Trenholm State Community College. They contacted us. Now, this is how collaborative the community college system is. They contacted us and said, we have 11 rigs, and we're not using them all. Could you use these in your program to get started? And Mark, you know how long it takes to deliver one of these rigs behind us. So we were able to start the program with the rigs on behind us there because of the partnership with Chilton-Clanton State. So thank you to Chilton-Clanton State as well. And finally, Will Recker has donated a trailer. So again, tremendous support from our business community who want to support this program. We couldn't have done this without them. Thank you so much for being here today. I look forward to years and years of service to this community and helping meet the workforce needs for this area. Thank you.
Thank you, Keith, and thank you for your leadership. Keith mentioned the partnerships that we have, and you know, the very essence and the fact that we are a community college. There's a reason that community is in there, and if we are not, the word community is there. Mayor, if we're not wrapped around the community and the community's not wrapped around us, we're not doing our jobs. So we're very honored today to recognize that and recognize that partnership. So please join me, the Honorable Jeff Mims, the Mayor of the City of Clanton, to make some remarks. Mayor. We are, sir. Time to close.
Thank you, sir. I want to thank everybody for coming today. This has been a long time coming. I understand what these guys are talking about. You know, the city of Clanton has worked hard. We had one of the largest trade shows, I guess, workforce development shows this past early summer, spring, down here at Jeff State's, and to see the need with all these young people to try to get them trained. We got a training school over here with Wallace and or LeCroy, excuse me, it used to be Wallace. But anyway, to get these young people trained is going to take a lot of time. We all know the lack of workforce that we do have. I mean, everybody you talk to, it's not just a few, it's everybody that you talk to need workers, need somebody, need employees. And for us to get them trained, it takes things like this. We're planning on doing something ourselves. We own another piece of property right here beside these to try to work on maybe some heavy equipment operators, some mechanics, diesel mechanics, because these trucks have to be worked on. And it just goes on and on and on. But I do thank y'all for coming. Do thank you for this opportunity. Clanton's always here. We'll always be able to help you and help the citizens of this town. I thank April Weaver for being here. I know we have others. We have a lot of people that helps us through the city of Clanton to try to get things moving. And our state senators, legislatures have all been good to try to help us and help us get money. Mike Rogers is a big plus for us too. So just to let you know, and again, Mark Colson's over here. He was telling somebody, y'all see that tall guy right there in the middle with the glasses, with the slick head? I coached him when he was about this tall, so we're getting on up there anyway. But it's good to see you, Mark. But anyway, thank you again for coming, and I appreciate the opportunity to come speak with y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. In fact, I was standing in the back when Mark arrived, and he said, I owe everything I am to the mayor because of that coaching back in those early days. So, Mayor, that works both ways. So when Mark messes up, you've got that on you, too. Thank you, sir, and thank you for the support of Clanton and Chilton County. There may be other council members, representatives, state senators today. If you just raise your hand, thank you. As the mayor said, it takes everyone working together. So thank you all for being here as well. So Mark has been mentioned by our president and by the mayor, but Mark Colson is with us today. Again, partnership is the theme of this today. And Mark, president of the Alabama Trucking Association, and please bring us some remarks. Thank you.
Well, this is a special occasion for me personally. I grew up in Chilton County, and I tell people when I travel the state, I grew up in Chilton County, Clanton, Maplesville, Isabella, but I usually just tell them, they'll say, oh, where the peaches are from. I said, yeah, but I'm from where they grow them, not where you buy them. But it does take partnerships, and on behalf of the Alabama Trucking Association, we're proud to be a strong partner to the community college system and to Jeff State. And when you think about what makes a successful program, I'm going to repeat what's already been said, but it's important. When you have leadership from President Brown, from the top down, from the college. Probably one of the most important things is the strong instructors in the classroom. Alex Blevins is first class, and it's been an honor to work with him, but he's got some first class instructors that are going to be in there, and I know the classes that I was most successful in, whether it be in high school and college or anything else, was because I had a great instructor, I had a great teacher. They can make a boring subject interesting if you have a great instructor. So it takes great partners across the board. It takes great industry support. And Chris Strickland with Dunn University, you've heard about him. He's one of the sharpest guys I've ever met. John Sorrells with the Concrete Association is here today. They're a huge partner to this program. And so industry support is big, and there's many, many others in that space. For leadership from law enforcement, Captain Tim Pullen with our State Motor Carrier Division, they are a huge part of what makes professional drivers in the trucking industry successful in our state. And we are proud to have a great, strong partnership with the Motor Carrier Unit from the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency and all the troopers that are literally risk their lives every day. I'm probably going to leave somebody out, but State Senator is here today. And, you know, the Alabama legislature, and we're fortunate in the trucking industry in the state to have a positive relationship with our legislature, with our governor, with our policymakers, with our mayors. And Mayor stole my thunder. He was my Little League Baseball coach. I played for Concrete Plus. But those policymakers at the local and state level understand what it means to move Alabama, and the trucking industry is a big part of that. So I don't want to miss the opportunity here, though, to not miss one of the most important things of all this. These are great partners. These are great programs. But what is it about at the end of the day? It's about that individual that's in that training program that gets their CDL in this case, and that serves their state, serves their company, and provides a wonderful service. And I think about those 32,000 CDL holders in Alabama that are risking their lives every day and want to get home safely to their families. Those 110,000 people who work in the trucking industry in our state. Those individuals are what it's all about. The real faces is what we say, the real faces of Alabama trucking. So I think about them when I drove up here from Montgomery today, passing all the linemen, driving into the storm. You know, that's who I think about when I think about this program. So Jeff State, one last thing I would say, and the media's here, I get a lot of media inquiries about the driver shortage. There's numbers out there about 80,000 drivers short. I want us to kind of rethink about how we think about the driver shortage. People say we need more truck drivers. I say we need more high-quality truck drivers. We need to think about trucking as a career path, because there are wonderful jobs out there, wonderful companies out there. People can be an entrepreneur in that space as well. So we need more high-quality truck drivers. So I'm proud today to say that Jeff State is all about high quality, whether it be the truck driving program or any other for-credit or non-credited programs, because I've gotten to see it firsthand. And then lastly, I would be remiss if I didn't recognize my mother, Marilyn Colson, and my father, Mike Colson, who I grew up changing truck tires at Blowout Tire Company right up the road, and I literally wouldn't be here today without the two of them. So it was really an honor to get to come back home and celebrate this success. So thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Let us add our welcome to the Colsons, too. We're glad you're with us today. I think you did all right. I think you had a little bit to do with that, too. It's not all on the mayor, right? Thank you. Mark mentioned that our support in the legislature. Senator, thank you so much. April is here with us today. April Weaver, thank you so much for what you do for us. As he mentioned, Keith and I go to Montgomery every year to talk about our programs and to talk about our college and the work that goes on. Her door has always been open to us when she was in the House, and now that she's in the Senate. Senator, thank you. Thanks for all you do. So last but certainly not least, Chris Strickland. You've heard Chris's name earlier from all of our speakers, but Chris is the president of Dunn University and has been, I don't think we could have a more important supporter, and not just for this project and other projects. He is our greatest cheerleader externally that we do not pay. So please join me in welcoming Chris Strickland to make some remarks.
Thanks, Glenn. So on behalf of Dunn Companies and every industry partner that will benefit from this program, thank you very much. So as President Brown opened up, I want you to catch what he said. the community college system listened to the industry partners of what we needed. We're at a workforce shortage for the future, for now. And they sat down in meetings with us and listened. And what you stand on today was drawn on a cocktail napkin over a coffee bar at a conference in Montgomery for the first time. So I couldn't be more proud here, but my challenge to you is to think about, as much as we're celebrating the opening of this incredible facility, when he cuts the ribbon today, to me and to our industry, it's more about the innovative future of how we're going to train the next generation of workforce. It's more about every parent who's going to have a child that gets an incredible livable wage as they're making a difference, with career progression pathways as they go into the future, and we propel Alabama, our industries, our community colleges, and all of our team to the forefront of this nation, because we train innovatively, because we train different, and because our training sources listened to us, partnered with us, and this symbolizes the partnership between them and industry as we go into the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris. So now we're going to cut a ribbon. So Keith, and if we could get to all of our speakers, Mayor, your speakers, Senator, could get you to come forward. Where's Leah Bigby? So, Mr. President, we'll get you in the middle. Our speakers flanking. Hello, Senator. Glad you're Leah, I went in. We're, Alex, you're the most popular person here, so get up here. Yeah. So we'd also kind of like to fill in if we, where's our first class? Are they back? Are the guys in the back? Come on, guys. We want you behind, okay? Come on. Hey, the quicker you get here, the quicker we get to eat those peach cobbler cookies. A special recipe just for today, Mayor. All right, come on, guys. We want you right behind us. There we go. Give these, this is our inaugural class. Give them a hand. President, right down here. Everybody help get the grab. Again, peach cobbler cookies in the back. We're glad you're here. Stay around. Check everything out. We're honored you're with us. Thank you. Great job. Yes, you did. Most important people here, Mayor.